So today I'm just going to talk through how to easily copy a pattern from an existing garment you have. So I'm just going to show you this minute tutorial because it's a lot easier for me to explain the process so you can see everything. So what I recommend doing is the same with when you're pattern cutting, is start in the middle of your garment and work your way out. And start with whatever straight edge you would have and work your way from that. So for example, this little half scale shirt I've got here, what I would do is start from my center front on the front and center back on the back, and start by making those pattern pieces and then work my way out. So then do my button stand, then do my collar, and then do my sleeves, and then do my cuffs and my plackets, etc. And when you've got a dart, so I've got a front dart here, what you want to be doing is taking your straight line to start with, and I always just draw a straight line on my pattern piece, and then I work from that straight line. So I know this edge here needs to be straight, so then I keep this straight, draw around my seam line here, along my seam line here, then down here, keeping this whole section really flat. And when I keep this section flat, this will then curve backwards, but that's fine. So we'll do this section first, and then mark in where your dart starts here, and mark in your point here on your paper. And then we can do the other side. So place this back along your straight edge, and then you'll find a gap opens up here, and that creates your dart. And then you can trace around the rest of this along your seam line, and then you can mark in your dart along there. And then with the sleeve, what you want to be doing is taking your seam going from the shoulder all the way down, and this will be a straight line, and then draw this, and you can use this straight line here, draw this side, and then flip it over and draw the other side. And the way I draw any curved edges like this is I use my nail to do that, and I literally draw little marks on the other side, placing my nail and just drawing a little mark the other side on the pattern paper, and then just neatening everything up afterwards. You can get what is called a tracing wheel, which has basically little spikes on it on a wheel, but the only thing with that is it can damage your clothes, and also you need to be doing it on a cutting board so you don't damage your table as well. So once you've copied everything from your pattern, you're going to find everything you've copied doesn't have any hem or seam allowance, and maybe you also need to finish creating the layers of the button stand as well. But you can just add all of that afterwards, and then it will just neaten everything up really nicely. So add on your 1 centimeter seam allowances, add on your 1.5 centimeter hem allowances, and you can always measure your hem and seam allowances from the garment you're using as well, and literally copy what they have used to create the same garment. And when it comes to stretch garments, you're probably not going to need to worry about any darts or anything, but just bear in mind, if you have worn the garment a lot and the stretch has gone a little bit, it's going to be slightly bigger. So you want to make it slightly smaller by taking out some of the ease in it. And I've got another YouTube video on design ease and fitting ease and how to take that out. So have a little look at that, so then you can see how that works as well, just in case you need to take that out when you're copying stretch garments.